Morning everyone. Hi and welcome back. Today is Sunday the 4th of June, and late last night I realised that Glastonbury is in about 2 weeks time. In 2 weeks time we'll be heading down into the actual campsite. In between now and then I've only got one day off and I've already got stuff booked for that day, so I actually need to start packing in the shortest sentence to it. I need to pack for Glastonbury because I don't have time any other time, because as soon as it's my last day at work I'm on a 6-hour shift and then I finish, but I've got so much to do that I won't have time to pack on that day before I go down the next day. So it's just like, it's a bit chaotic, and I was like, oh damn it. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I have to pack early so I can get kind of excited and show you the whole process, because it's so exciting just to be like, oh, it's finally here. But it also means that I won't have a lot of clothes for a while. But I suppose if you're just working, that's fine. That's, you know, it's just fine. But also, if any of you have been following me on my channel for a while, I did mention that next year we're starting to look for a house, and it means I also need to clear out some of my rooms of all the stuff that we don't need, and I'm going through them about twice. And I've shown you one, which is my bathroom clear out. I did a little bit of my studio, but not like a full video dedicated to it. So I'm going to be doing that today. So I've got to pack for Glastonbury today. I've also got to sort out our kitchen, which at the moment doesn't look too bad, because I did do a clear out, like a service clear out, but actually in the depths of everything, checking what is in date, anything that's broken, the drawer underneath your sink kind of scenario. That's kind of in depth, but I won't spend too much of the time on it now, because when we actually move out we'll be doing a proper sort out then with my other half, because yes, you can get rid of a load, it just saves a bit more time down the other end, because it means you have to get less boxes and then you're not faffing as much. But it's something you need to do. It's a bit like a spring clean, but for each room. So yeah, kitchen, it's not that bad. Like I said, I think it's the sink underneath the drawer, the drawer underneath the sink, doing a bit of vacuum of some of the drawers and making sure everything is in date, because I don't want to take stuff to the new house and end up binning it anyway. Just a point of reference, for the weeks that I'm at Glastonbury, you'll see some vlogs which are actually my past but your future, if that makes sense. I pre-recorded. I've had to do it because of the whole working full-time for someone else at the moment and part-time for YouTube and being an artist and just being me. So do bear that in mind when you're going, why is she on about Glastonbury when she said she was going to Glastonbury? So yeah, I'm just a little update, and I'm just going to do a little time-lapse of this. So enjoy, and whilst I'm here, I might as well do a bit of a promo. Hold on. These two prints here were actually inspired from when we first moved in, and I saw, we went to a very well-known flat pack company that had some really lovely prints of some herbs and some vegetables, but I wasn't paying £23 for them, so I made my own, and here they are. The frames did cost about £12 in total, and the liner print was about £5, but you know, I've got it for life, and it's one of those ones where you can just produce it and give it to friends and family if they want it. I'll give you a bit more of a close up, but well, you'll see a close up anyway when I'm wandering around anyway. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Another thing is that we have lots of cats in our neighbouring country, the neighbouring cul-de-sac, should we say? And I've also got a massive spot I picked, sorry, and there's one. Just looking at it now, I think it's a female, we don't know her name, but she's so lovely. She comes into the kitchen, we give her a little stroke, and it's so cute, so I'll just show you her now. There she is, just sitting on the lamppost. She looks really evil, but she actually is really sweet. as you know, before you start packing to go on holiday or do any of the above, you make a list of things that you need to take, because that's just who I am, and I'm pretty sure no one else is like that, but I'm sure someone will be like that. So obviously I'm going to use my little sketchbook, which is from, I think it's from Universal in Florida. It's when my parents went and they bought me it back, and I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. Oh, it's lovely in gold, and it's got really nice packaging and stuff. And I actually use it for my art, but now and again I like to splash myself out and use a page for something else. Like my Glastonbury list, which I've been adding to ever since last year, ever since I've been coming back basically. And yeah, that's, sorry, the lighting's a bit poor now that it's 3:15. The kitchen took me a lot longer than I was kind of expecting, so I mean it was needed, but I don't have the time now, because I was kind of hoping to do a bath and have myself a good carefree help care day, whatever you want to call it. Self-care. I was going to have a self-care bath where, you know, I brush my hair, shave my legs, give myself a proper pamper, give myself a good couple of hours. But now this couple of hours have gone into me cleaning the kitchen, because my other half clearly, and me, I can't just blame him, have just made such a mess of it all. So I'm going to write down stuff that I need, and I'm going to get packing. Like I said before, I can't really pack everything already because I've got so much. Well, I've still got 2 weeks till today that we actually physically get to go into the site, but I'm going down on the Thursday lunchtime because it's like a 4-hour drive from where I live. My parents still live down near Glastonbury because I moved up here a good few years ago now, so it's kind of convenient, but it's a long drive by myself, and it's the first proper long drive by myself. Like, I've done at most 40 minutes by myself, and that was when I went to go pick up my other half in Liverpool. Not at all nervous. It's not like I spent the last week and a bit and freaking out about the drive on a motorway going through Bristol, which is great because, you know, my car is only small and it's only 1 litre and there's a lot of hills. And I'm going to be having a suitcase. It's not the way down that I'm panicking about, it's the way back up, because I know I'm going to be taking stuff from the experience. Oh god. We could just go from there. So yeah, I'm going to just write some stuff down and then we're going to start packing. I think I might make myself a cup of tea. This is going to be my third cup of tea today. Don't worry, it's not got caffeine or anything in it. It's just herbal tea, so it kind of calms me down, makes me think. It gives me kind of this perspective of time. And also I've been by myself all day because my other half has gone for a walk. He does like a walk every month with his pals from his from his work, because obviously they don't see enough of each other, even though they work 5 days a week. Like, he does work from home twice a week, but the rest of the time he does go in. No, it's not very round. He goes in twice a week and then he works from home 3 days a week. So there's that. But anyway, write my to-do list. No, grab a cup of tea, write my to-do list, start packing. Sorted. Thought I might just update you on some of these, so well, you won't know what these are or where they're from, but they are a sneak peek of what is to come. And I'll show you some more sneak peeks actually. I've got a couple of paintings there just waiting to dry. So there's that one. I will work in multi-layers, so I have to keep waiting for the paint to dry before working on top of it. And I've also got some more of these as well. But this is all like sneak peeks of what's to come over the next few weeks whilst I'm at Glastonbury, and you're going to see all the wonderful bits and pieces that I've been working hard on so I can go and have a holiday. Got that one, I think that was already up on my channel, and then this one just needs a little bit more paint on top just to dye down some of the white because I think it's a bit too flat. Same with up here, I just need to work back into it and go from there. You're gonna have to, oh god, that's not a good angle, is it? You're gonna have to excuse the background noise. It is hot in here, so I've had to open the window, but obviously neighbours are doing outdoor work, so it is what it is. You know, British countryside. Well, not really in the countryside, it's more like the outskirts, but it's a nice day on a weekend where people are going to be off. Of course they're going to be outside doing work. So I'm going to do this. I've got my little list. I actually haven't got that much on there. at the moment. I'm sure there'll be a couple bits and pieces that will just appear over time, or I'll forget that I've packed it already and go, oh, I need like 15 pairs of shorts because I'm hoping that it'll be good weather, which has just reminded me I need a coat. Don't know what the weather's going to be like for Glastonbury. The last few years it's been very hot and very dry, and I've had to take, I'm very low, I've had to take bits and pieces with me because it can change within a split second, because it's in a valley, so it gets very, very hot very quickly if the sun's out. So you need obviously sun cream, you need all the little bits and pieces to keep yourself protected from the sun. And it works in the opposite way. When it gets cold, especially during the morning. Oh, PJs, I haven't packed PJs. I haven't put PJs on here. Because that's one of the things, if I don't write it on the list, I will not put it in my suitcase. I have taken a bigger suitcase this year because my other one got damaged and I now have to replace the wheel, and I prefer that suitcase to my summer holidays than this one because this is more of a harder case. And if it gets damaged, it's not the end of the world because, like I said, I'm going to be bringing stuff back because I am. My family's a very generous bunch of people. Not in terms of money. I'm not bringing a whole suitcase back of money because that would be amazing. I mean, also, why have they not heard of a bank transfer? More to do with like plants, food. I find stuff at Glastonbury that I tend to sell onto my account because other people can use it, and if they're going to throw it away, I might as well sell it on to help me pay off my bills and to be able to afford more art supplies when someone else is going to want it and who hasn't been able to go because of reasons. I want to say reasons. So yeah. Also just realised I'm gonna... Oh, there's a liner print in here. Okay. I'm only going to be able to pack it there, and I've had to leave the space obviously to walk through because there's also another suitcase. That's the other suitcase I was on about. If you can point my finger in the right direction, that one. There you go. That's the one I'm taking on holiday, which I prefer, and it's less likely to break on holiday. Whereas this one, it's Glastonbury, isn't it? I'm gonna have to leave it open to be able to chuck things in. And I've tried to make sure it isn't in the way because I've got my keyboard up there, which I do play about 15-20 minutes to half an hour each day just to open my mind up and my soul and make me feel something else rather than just complete dread all the time in this financial economic thing. Okay. So yeah, there's that. And also it's right by the door, so I need to give myself space obviously to walk through into the room. So, hallelujah. Someone makes sense. If anyone wants to know, I have a heart tea by Twinings. It's just to settle myself down. I don't know what it is about Sundays, but I get every other Sunday. I get every other weekend off, which is great for when you work in retail. Like, it's very unheard of. It's a definite guarantor. One of the two, which is, the perks of the job of working full time. And I don't know what it is about Sundays, around 4-5 o'clock all the way up until like 8 o'clock, the back of my mind I start to panic a little bit because I'm just like, oh my god, my weekend's almost over and I have to try and settle myself down. So one of the ways is via a cup of tea. I watch Gardener's World, I play on my video games, I go out to the garden and just preoccupy, if that's how you pronounce it, my brain, to be able to get myself out of that anxious feeling because it's not very good. I'm sure everyone else is the same. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy my job. My job is alright. It is alright. Obviously it's not what I want to do because this is what I want to do as a career, but not all of us are this lucky. I can work part-time on it and I love this job. My other work job, I had to work for someone else. I do enjoy it. I'm going to say a good 70%, which is a good number to be at, to be honest. So, I'm not ungrateful. I'm just glad I still get to kind of work a job that I sort of enjoy. But it's still a bit when you've had such a lovely time off. I think it's because it's like such a contrast of having freedom and then having most of your day free. contrast between having a whole weekend free, going back to a 7-4 on a Monday and Tuesday, and then a 7-3 on the Wednesday, and then a late on the Thursday, and then a day off. And then the weekend in, then in on the Monday and the Tuesday, and then 6-hour shift on the Wednesday, and then I'm done. Bang in. Right, okay. Whilst I'm sat here, I might as well just talk to you. So, I don't know if I filmed them before. I think I did for my Christmas vlogs. This is like, oh god, that was like 6 months ago. So if you join me from that, hello, nice to see you. So I've got 2 Jack Russells at home at my parents' house. They're not technically mine, they're family dogs. And every time I come down, I like to give them some tennis balls. They're only like £1 from Poundland, and it's just a bit of fun. I put them in my suitcase, and they always know that it's there. And as soon as I come in, they sniff me, they run around like headless chickens, and then they find these either in my backpack or in my suitcase. So I'm going to put these in my backpack, so I'm going to put it to the side. My backpack is going to be for essentials for when I go to Glastonbury, because it's nice to have a suitcase, but ideally I want things that I want to grab very quickly in my backpack. So like toothbrush, pyjamas, sketchbook, anything that I need essentially that I don't have to go rooting around in my suitcase for when I stay over a couple of nights at my parents' house before going down there, because I'm not rooting through my suitcase, especially if the weather is bad. I don't know, it's just not for me. I have some cat treats for my big fluffy ginger cat called Jonesy. I had him since I was 17, and I really wanted him to come up north with me. But my dad made a comment basically that it's his home down there, and I don't think he would love it up here with our cat, but it would be cruel to take him out of some place that he knows well and enjoys just for my benefit, which is totally fine. Like it's nice to go down and see him, and it's really funny. Barney, he hates my parents and my brother, absolutely hates them, but when I come down he's all lovely doubly, and like he does still fight and bite me and stuff, but he's play fighting compared to my mum and dad, where he goes around and just bites their feet because they haven't fed him quick enough. It's so sweet. On the Sunday that we're going to Glastonbury, it's Father's Day, so I always get my dad some stuff for after Glastonbury, because it's hard being able to sleep in a field semi-rough. Like, we have toilets and showers because we work there, but it's hard, especially for 58-year-old, I think he's 58 years old. So I get him a Lush bath bomb, which he loves baths anyway because he's a builder and a roofer, especially during the winter times. And we have one that is the Yellow Submarine because he is a Beatles fan, and I think that's quite sweet. And he, remember when they discontinued it for a bit, I kept asking every time I was in Liverpool, I was like, do you have it? Do you have it back? Is it coming back? And then I saw it in the window, and I was like, oh my god, it's back. So I've gotten them, well, one of them, and 2 lots of Epsom salts for his joints and bones because he's an old fart. Here we go. Again, I got these from Poundland. They were about £1.99 each, so obviously not £1, but poundish. You can't go wrong with them. So there's that. So this was meant to be a video, well, this part of this video was meant to be a time-lapse video, but I just ended up just talking about stuff that I'm taking down. I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world. So my sister's birthday's in August, and I don't know what after Glastonbury when I'm going to be coming down. So I got her her birthday present a few months ago when Paper Chase was shutting down one of its stores. And it's just this little set, stationery set. Has like really nice patterns. I mean, the light's not doing it justice. It's quite, god, the light really isn't great in here, so that's more true to the colour. But it just has inside a little booklet, a pen and a notepad, because she's trying to sort her life out because she's 31 this year, and you know, she said she needs to get more organised. So Alice, this is for you. I don't think she'll be watching because I don't think I've told any of my family that I'm on YouTube. And I've also got some little coffee bags that I've been staying in a lot of hotels recently. Well, when it was winter. Yeah, when it was like autumn winter, because my birthday's in December, my other half's birthday is in November. I took him out for his birthday and for his birthday treat, because I bought him the Lion King experience basically for his birthday, but they weren't touring until February and his birthday was in November, so we just stayed out in Manchester on his birthday, and then we went to go see that in February. I wanted to go out on my birthday in Liverpool in December, and then we went to go see a couple of comedy shows and stuff, so we had a few coffee bags that I took. Well, I mean, I didn't steal them because I already paid for them. Like, you're meant to use them in the room, but I just take them home because I'm not, who's gonna have 2 cups of coffee in one sitting? So I'm like, I'm having them. There was a few more that I did take, but they didn't make it because some of them were chocolate bars, some of them were cans of Sprite. We also had a Galaxy pouch, which I was extremely excited about. Okay, just a little plug-in. I do reviews of hotels and experiences on my blog. Vlogging is this, vlogging is writing. In my description box you can find links. I don't upload on it all the time, I do it when I can because it's nice to, I wish that would just stop. It's nice to mix and match from visuals to written to drawing, writing, singing. I like to try and stimulate my brain in any ways necessary. Also writing, also reading. I just try to balance it all out to keep my brain growing, because I have a fear that if I don't keep learning I'm just going to die, which is extreme, but for me it works. It keeps my brain occupied from this anxiety, and it makes me feel better. Like, one of the things I would like to be able to do when I get better working hours, so even if I'm a full-time artist or I get a better job within the retail sector for who I work for, then if I have better hours I can go out and start learning Spanish, because it's one of those languages I really enjoyed when I was at school, but you learn it too late when you're in Britain. You start learning the language when you're 12, 13, and it's like 1 lesson a week. And I mean, in year 7 I had to do German and Spanish. I had 1 lesson of each a week, I think it was 1 or 2 of the both, and that's not enough. 50 minutes, 2 50-minute sessions a week, you're not going to learn anything apart from hola, me llamo Laura, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, a pie porque es muy aburrido. Me encanta aprender español porque es suave y hermoso. I hope I've said that right. Don't know. Yeah. Anyway, coffee bags. I've got 5 coffee bags. My mum and my sister are very fun lovers of coffee. I'm a very fun lover of coffee, but like I said, I tend to stick to decaf or a really weak coffee because it gives me the shakes, which I don't like, because it also gives my heart palpitations and I start to panic. I'm not. When I learnt about anxiety and depression, there's a bit where they say like avoidance. You start avoiding things. I'm not avoiding coffee because I'm switching to decaf, because I'm in control of it. I still want it. I've just switched my alternative to stop the uncontrolled shaking. I do have a coffee now and again, but it just has to be really weak because I feel much more in control of that situation. So anxiety, I'm winning. So coffee bags. Okay, now I can start packing. But it does require me getting my backpack, so I'll see you in a bit. So it's actually quite a while away, a while after. Basically ran out of time today, story of my life and a Paramore song, believe it or not, and I just ran out of time, so this is where I'm unfortunately going to leave this vlog. I mean, I had so much planned for today. I needed to do a bath to give myself some self-care, but obviously that went out the window as soon as I mentioned it. I managed to start packing for Glastonbury. Obviously did a bit of gardening, I cleaned up my kitchen a bit, sort of. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little insight into my life, because obviously art isn't always about my life, even though I want to do it as a full-time profession. I do have things and hobbies outside of my life, and it makes it more of a more down-to-earth vlog for people to see that I'm not just a rambling human being that likes to talk about art all the time, but I'm actually an adult trying to wing it in this world and trying to do something with my life that I consider to be worth something. So on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel as well. It really does help me out. Also in my description box there are links to my social medias and also my eBay selling account, which is just where you'll find all my artworks that I feature on my channel that you've seen on this vlog or previous vlogs or any other video on my channel. Basically everything's on there, including a couple of extras as well. If you can't do any of that, there's also a donation. It's also a donations page in the description as well. It's through PayPal. If you'd like to make a donation, that'd be greatly appreciated. If not, just like and subscribe. It all counts to the same end game of me trying to be financially free. And yeah, cool. Yeah, that's how I'm ending it. Hopefully I'm going to have a really nice Glastonbury, and I hope you guys enjoy the next few weeks and the next few videos that I've put up and prepared for this period of time of me going to Glastonbury. I actually have quite a lot of videos to edit. Didn't realise this or doing all this pre-recording. I'm like, oh yeah, upload it, get ready, set it on this day, etc, etc, etc. But I've got to edit all, and there's a lot of editing, so I don't have any time, and I've also got to fit that in somewhere. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll bring you up to date. I will be sort of vlogging for Glastonbury. Last year I did like an ASMR video type, and I really enjoyed that, and I think I will do it again this year because once again I enjoyed it. So why would I not do something that I enjoy? You should do something that you enjoy because it's worth it. But yeah, bye.